Hello there, beautiful people. This is Nathaniel with the Fat Stacks Academy. I'm coming at you with a very last minute, low quality video because I don't have my full setup with me right now. But this is an announcement I've been hoping would be made for over a year now. And that is that Bilt MasterCard is officially announcing that they're going to be adding mortgage payments as a category in 2025. So this morning I just logged into my email. There was a um, email that the CEO sent out for all of the Bilt members talking about their plans for the next year and kind of reassuring that they've been hearing a lot of the feedback from prospective members and members who have been with them for a while. And they also announced some new benefits that are coming out, including mortgage payments in 2025. The reason I'm so excited about this is because I originally got this card when I was a renter in 2023, but by the end of last year, I became a homeowner, and that rent, all those rewards I was getting on rent essentially went away because they did not have rewards for mortgages roll out yet. So what I'm hoping based on this email is it's going to work very similar to how the rent payments work, where you can just set it up via ACH, because my mortgage company and most mortgage companies don't accept credit cards. And I'm happy with that 5 transaction limit where you spend a few things on dining or streaming or anything else, even at 1x, to get all of those hefty points. So this would be a huge thing for me. My mortgage happens to be over $4,000, so that would be almost 50,000 points per year if this update is that you get a full 1 point per dollar spent on your mortgage. They don't say how much you will get. I'm just hoping that it does do that. So without further ado, I just want to quickly go through this email I got from Bilt with the updates for 2025, share a few of my thoughts, and then hear from you guys in the comments what you think about all of this. All right, this email is from the founder of Bilt, and he's just kind of giving an overall update for Bilt members in 2025. Well, let me move this over so you can read it. Hey, Nathaniel, as we wrap up what has been a transformational 2024, I wanted to share a preview of what's ahead for Bilt in 2025 and answer one of the most common questions I hear from members. How does Bilt's business work, and how are we able to provide such valuable rewards and benefits? So there's been a lot of talk lately on how sustainable is the Bilt card. Is it just going to go the way of some other cards that had outsized value? And this is the founder and CEO trying to reassure us that no, they do have a good business plan and they plan on making it work for the long haul. They're talking about how the foundation is built on 3 robust and interconnected businesses that together form the largest housing rewards platform in the country. If you read through the email, it just talks about how it's not just the rent rewards you get for that 1 cent per point. They're interconnecting with other businesses and providers to basically partner with them and make it worth their while to become part of Bilt's network. And probably Bilt is getting some kickback from that. So the first leg of the 3 that he talks about is rewarding you on your rent and mortgage payments. He talks about this is where the story began, how in the first 2 years they became the first card to reward customers for paying their rent. And he mentions here, like, what's really cool with it is you don't just have to pay your rent with your credit card. You can actually use Bilt Protect, which lets you do an ACH transfer so it doesn't screw up your credit if you have a lower limit. So the way you can earn rewards even if the transaction doesn't post directly to your Wells Fargo account. You can pay by check, ACH debit, or credit card, and you'll automatically earn points and receive free rent reporting to boost your credit history when the property use is built. And then one of the interesting thing here that he talks about, just to kind of reassure probably investors and members, is that they get paid fees to process these payments, just like other companies you have paid rent or HOA fees through before. But here is where we are different. We give a portion back to you in the form of rewards. So I think he's just saying this to reassure us that, yeah, we're giving you these rewards, but it is part of our business structure to make some of that money back in those fees so that it is a bit of a sustainable company. It probably still is a bit of a loss for them giving 1x back. You don't get that much on the back end from ACH transfers, for example. But I think overall, when they're adding these apartment networks and things, maybe they can get close to that for the convenience of being able to pay for it with the credit card. So we just announced that we now process and reward members on over 36 billion in annual rent and HOA payments, up from 11 billion last year. So the first year they only did 11 billion, in the last year they did 36 billion. So this has almost tripled in the last year. We have now signed and are rolling out as the exclusive payments platform of 70% of the top 100 property managers, owners, and multifamily housing, which is expected to double the volume of annual rent payments we process in the coming months. So this is really interesting. Part of their business is kind of being this lifestyle rent brand. For one thing, that's really powerful for these large companies that have multifamily properties partnering with Bilt. You know that you have a customer base of people that have a relatively relatively good financial habits, because if you don't have like a 750 plus credit score, it's hard to get approved for this card. So I think they're able to leverage that and make a little money in the back end, which is actually a really interesting point of their business model. But now to the main thing. Looking ahead to 2025, we'll announce the first phase of plans in the mortgage space, creating a whole new category of value for homeowners. Whether you're making a monthly payments or refinancing, you'll soon be able to earn points with mortgage payments. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I am super excited about this. Getting, even if they gave me half a point per dollar spent, this would just be such huge value that I'm otherwise not getting on my monthly mortgage payment. So if they're able to pull this off, I'm just super excited for it. That's the main announcement from this email that I got from it. There's some other points that he's coming across. This was the first of 3 legs of how they say they're a profitable business. The other one is creating exclusive neighborhood benefits. So what they're trying to do is, knowing basically where you live with your rent payment, start using that data to partner with other businesses around it so that they can make more money off the back end. At least that's what I'm getting from this point here. And then the last one is rewarding your housing journey from leasing to home buying. Just to, I'll read this one bullet point. When properties issue incentives through Bilt, you get higher value through our rewards ecosystem, recently ranked as the highest value points currency in the market, which you can travel for free, fitness, dining, and more. So kind of echoing back to point number 1, by providing such strong value to its customers as a card holder, they're able to turn back and say, to Avenue 5 in this example, which is a property management service, they saw 95% of their residents renew their leases earlier when offered reward incentives, showing just how valuable these rewards are to these members. We've also expanded into home buying rewards with approximately 7.5% of renters buying homes annually. We now reward home purchases through our broker network with 1 point for every $2 and no limit. I don't have a video on this. Anthony Venture had one. I hope he doesn't mind. I put it in the description that talks about this a little bit more. But if you want a bigger deep dive on this point, it's a really interesting look through. So with these 3 legs, kind of what the CEO is saying, yes, we're adding mortgages, but also this is how we're going to have a profitable business model going forward. And by building this giant network of renters and now homeowners, we're able to leverage that user base, kind of like what American Express probably does with these big companies with their credits. They're able to offer credits to their users, and they get that at a discount from Dunkin' Donuts, these dining credits and things like that on their end, which can provide more value to the users. I personally don't like it. I don't know how much I like this with Bilt overall, but I think if you're getting 1 point per dollar on your rent or your HOA or your mortgage payment, it will generally come out ahead. All right, and then what's next for the Bilt MasterCard? He's basically just continuing to reassure members that they're going to be around. They've got lots of executives from other successful credit cards working with them to make sure this is sustainable. And in summary, he's saying, looking ahead, 2025 is shaping up to be our biggest year yet, from expanding into mortgage payments to growing neighborhood benefits, evolving our card program to creating new tools for renters and homeowners. We're just getting started on our mission to make housing rewarding for everyone. Thank you for being part of the Bilt family and trusting us to make your housing journey before rewarding. Your feedback drives everything we do. We're excited to share more updates soon. Okay, so that's the email. Mortgages are coming in 2025. I'm super excited. I'm curious what you guys think, though. Do you think we'll be getting 1 cent per point per every, excuse me, do you think we'll be getting 1 point back for every dollar spent on rent, or is there going to be more of a, or are there going to be more strings attached? I'm hoping it gets expanded to pretty much every mortgage lender. I'm hoping it's not just, say, Wells Fargo's mortgages to start. I'm hoping they're able to expand it to as many as possible. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. And as always, if you want to be reminded of how beautiful you are in each and every upload, hit that subscribe button. Click on this video over here if you're feeling dangerous.